Okay, so before we talk to Beth, there's a lot of stuff to look at in here, I think. Yeah, look. Beth's 2012 plan. Beth's charts and plans for the plan to travel to 2012 and steal the countermeasure. Okay.
Hatch. This is the guy that visited me in the cell.
Dossier!
He may be undermining Paul, but I get the impression he's not on our side.
Dossier! Alright, so what we know about Martin Hatch. Facts gathered by Fiona Miller so far. Joined Monarch 2001, became Serene's chief advisor in 2007. No records before 2001. Who was he and where did he come from? Is he working against Monarch? Possible links to the following. The death of Dr. Kim. He was alone with Dr. Kim at the time of death. Death occurred just as Kim was on the verge of a solution to Serene's time sickness. University time machine sabotage. Miscalculations on purpose. Hatch seen in the lab. Assistance in Sophia's kidnapping confirmed. Distracted Monarch while kidnapping occurred. Knew we were coming, did not alert Serene. Destruction of Serene's remaining sickness treatments unconfirmed. Was present outside Dr. Kim's lab when his lab was destroyed. Accused Sophia of being responsible for this and helped Charlie Wincott escape. Confirmed. Currently helping Charlie reach Monarch Tower undetected. Disobeyed direct orders from Paul Serene. Wants to access the CFR. Potentially desires to sabotage the lifeboat protocol. Motive. Secretly assuring Serene's downfall. Wants to take over Monarch. Why? Sabotaging Monarch's survival plan from within. No possible reason. Doesn't believe countermeasure could stop fracture. Not a potential ally. Works for Monarch. Therefore believes the end of time is inevitable. And why attempt to sabotage the lifeboat? It's a good question. We don't know much about the true nature of what's going on. Well, I can't do through any of these doors yet. I must have to talk to Beth first.
Okay, what's up?
It's about the plan. If Amaral gets the machine working...
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen. In the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack.
Yep.
We have a time machine.
You're saying we go to 2010. We steal it.
If Will was right, that would mean it wouldn't be a change. We take the countermeasure, bring it to the present, fix the fracture, save the world.
Okay. Explain to me why that's a better plan than just going back to yesterday and preventing all this from happening in the first place.
Because I'm afraid that based on what I know about time travel, we can't change anything. The past has already happened. We can't change it. But my way, we don't have to.
Right, because it already did happen.
I don't know. I mean, my plan still feels simpler. Let's just get the machine working.
Ah, now this door will open.
Hello, Riverport. Well, it's been a rough night for us. The collision at the Port Donnelly Bridge...
Let's see how Dr. Amaral's doing with the time machine.
Yeah.
Who the hell would listen to these radios?
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before. She knows what it does.
You think Will told her about it?
No. Will was never the kind to open up.
I can relate.
Will takes it to the next level. When we were kids, the only way that Will could express anything important to me was by informing my stuffed giraffe when I was in the room.
Okay.
It's precious.
That's weird.
And weird.
I just said it was weird. It's very weird. Damn, there's nothing around here, really. Nothing. I guess because I already looted these rooms in the previous part of the game, maybe there's nothing in them now. Maybe the stuff would still be here if I hadn't looted it previously. I don't know. Anyway, here we are.
Did she find anything?
I'm not sure. I'll go check. How long do you need?
I already found the problem. Quite simple, really. The power relay is down. You'll need to find a way to reset it up. There. Where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you.
What happened to the power relay?
Power surge occurred at 7 a.m. this morning, when the machine was activated.
7 a.m. That's
Whoa, you heard this? 7 a.m. it was turned on.
Well, the numbers don't lie.
Oh shit.
Okay, I guess I'm doing some climbing.
Now I'm gonna go for a walk quick to see if there's more new upgrades that showed up. It says there's 3. So someone turned on the machine at 7 a.m. before we ever got here. Someone already went back in time. There's stuff over here, but I think it's the same stuff, right? We already saw this stuff. Or maybe not. Look. What's this? There's some new stuff, too. Yeah, look.
You've got to be kidding me.
Ah, the giraffe he talked about.
This is all my stuff from our family home. Kept everything.
Damn. He was very sentimental.
Guess he thought you might come back. Jack? You okay?
Aww.
Yeah.
That's where I'm supposed to go. It says I can talk to her, too.
My artsy rebel phase.
What is that book of?
Complete with a very rebellious how-to guide. I always wanted to try this, actually. Never had the time.
What is it? I can't see what it is. I can't read it. It's... What does it say? Pulse of the Streets? Oh, maybe it was tagging? A book about tagging. Ah. So he was learning how to tag when he was young. I wonder if any of this stuff is new.
Jack, you've got to see this.
I guess so.
You should give Emerald a hand over there.
Okay, but first, you need to check out the intel I uncovered.
Intel. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. What is all this?
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station. I also found a video of your brother. It's
Whoa.
on that TV. You're gonna want to see it.
Okay.
Everything else I printed out and put on tables over there.
New stuff to read and to watch. Here's the video.
Okay. The date is... It's February 28th,
Jesus, Will.
1999. William Joyce.
99.
After months
First experiment.
of arduous work, my machine is finally ready for human testing. Ready is defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and recreating of black holes' mass density by tangent. Okay, in short summary, I built a time machine, and it works. I'm gonna prove it, or die. Okay, just need to make some final preparations. When I enter the machine, I will travel clockwise around the corridor. Okay, core is active. Chronon levels are stable. I'll travel clockwise around the corridor, exiting back into the same location in the near future. Oh. This clock is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room. Corridor is locked in place. Okay, setting the date to 5 minutes to the future for the first test. Now, admittedly, traveling to the past would be much more impressive, but I can travel backwards in time only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is, well, now. Okay, machine's ready. Monitor is stable. What I'm about to do is gonna change the very fabric of...
What the?
I don't remember.
Oh, shit. It's Paul. How much you want to bet that's Paul? Paul showed up and knocked him out. Yeah, I bet that's what happened.
But what's on the computer?
Monarch files I uploaded, and I kept the juiciest stuff on screen for you.
From Sophia Amaral, and this is from 2013. Dr. Peretta, I'm attaching Paul Serene's most recent entry in his dream journal. I'm growing increasingly concerned with the meaning behind these dreams, but I need a second opinion. I can treat Paul's sickness. Really, as far as I can determine, the Chronon syndrome is a metaphysical condition than an actual medical issue, but I'm a physicist. I'm very much out of my depth with all this. This exercise was meant to help alleviate stress to ease Paul's symptoms. So far, it's resulted in the opposite. Time is of the essence. His condition is getting worse by the day. Moving through a wheat field that belonged to his grandparents. Now they're talking about a field that went around his body. A burning sensation. The world desaturated. Time stopped. Shifters. They emerged from all sides surrounding me. I took it to the distance and saw a blurry figure approaching. He tried to yell, but the words wouldn't escape his throat, instead transforming into an endless shriek pulsing through my ears. His every movement and sound transformed into an agonizing discomfort all through my body until it became completely unbearable. I grew violent, blindly lashing out at the figure, tearing him apart. I needed to destroy the source of motion and sound that caused so much discomfort. The pain stopped as I took the figure's life, and he died. As he died, his identity became clear. It was me. I become the very threat that I once feared. But I did not fear anymore. I felt something very clear, very pure. I turned around to discover Jack behind me. He didn't move, but I could somehow understand his intent. He welcomed me. Every misunderstanding, all the pain we had caused one another was forgotten. We were part of a higher consciousness. I heard a voice behind me. Dr. Kim. He joined us. He told me time was once the fire in which we burned. He told me we would burn no more. Why do I get the feeling that what he's describing is actually going to happen? We're going to meet Paul somewhere in a time rift, I bet.
Serene's original manifesto for Monarch.
They had us practically memorize this.
Hundreds of employees. They actually believe all this bullshit?
More than you can imagine.
Huh. So, you know, building up the Empire, then preparing for the future by the CFR, finding the CFR, and doing stuff with Chronon Tech, and then finally the Lifeboat Protocol.
Lifeboat. You said this was Paul's big survival program. And why is he refusing to activate it?
Still trying to figure that out.
The unique nature of Lifeboat. While it's fairly straightforward, it's important that people involved with the project understand how it radically differs from other survival scenarios against so-called apocalyptic threats. Stutter-proofing. Unique advantages and risks. Provisions. As a traditional survival scenario in a bunker typically involves a poor quality of meals due to obvious resourcing problems. Anything that spoils is easily out of the question. In a zero-state scenario, spoilage becomes a non-issue. Anything stored outside of a stutter-proof area is in perfect condition. So what they're thinking is they could just have as much food as they need and just leave it outside of the lifeboat and then go get it when they need it. People frozen in zero state are not actually dead. So that's what they think they could fix it later. Interesting. Oops. I already read all this. Okay. So we're on to this one. What's this one?
Anybody here we can trust?
Fiona. She's my only remaining contact on the inside.
What about this Burke guy? He was under arrest in the same transport as me.
Jury's still out on Burke.
Okay, what's this? Controlling the Riverport situation memo. I know the situation is fluid and things are progressing fast, but I want to reiterate our strategy for maintaining control over the city of Riverport. We can't directly control the city. Alright, enough. Obviously, we know Monarch's going to try to control the city.
Hey,
what's
Amy,
this?
what am I looking at here?
I've been recording Monarch communications with the radio that Beth left me. I made a compilation of anything that seemed like it might be useful.
Oh, they're talking about how Burke killed Gibson in the hospital. I guess Gibson was the name of the guy in the hospital that was trying to get Burke, and it's just that they killed him. Working on the scene, we wiped the footage, but Gibson didn't have backup, so who knows how many people saw the fight or where they are now. Same goes for Burke. He's gone. They don't know where he is. So Burke got away. Alright, so that's all the stuff here. Why is this one still showing like I didn't look at it? Oh, it's their mission statement. I don't need to read that shit. It says 11 of 12, though. Anything else I didn't see here? No, I think I saw everything now. Can I talk to her again?
Is the city still hunting for me?
In
Oh,
full
look.
force.
That was one that's going to affect
There's
something.
an entire webpage dedicated to potential Jackjoy sightings. So I've been filling it in with false leads for fun.
Ha!
Do you want to pitch in?
Post that I was spotted in the back of a catering van.
Aha! See, this is going
You
to
can
change
do
the
better than
cutscenes.
But okay, I'll let them know.
Alright. Now that's it. That was all I could do to talk to her. Okay. Well, it's cool that we came back here. There's a ton of stuff. Just want to be sure I don't miss an upgrade point, which is why I'm kind of running around still. No, I don't see anything else. It's weird because they're telling me to find a way up to the time machine. Yeah, look where I'm doing. I'm going back here. This has nothing to do with it.
Was that Paul?
That's how he arrived in the past.
Well, how's that possible? It wasn't even the same time machine he entered at the university.
That's one question I still don't have an answer for.
Huh.
What's wrong?
Toto,
Toto, the guy who's making the pictures.
that's my signature.
Look.
You made this?
I've never even been here before.
She's gonna do it in the future.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So,
Jack, there's something you should know. 1999.
Oh shit.
I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me, told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass. She gave me this, filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman,
it was you.
everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass, and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth,
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
Pretty crazy. So in her past, she was talked to herself as a girl.
all right. If you're that sure about
Whoa.
how all this works, we can try it your way.
Beth told you about how she met herself. 20 gamer points. How do I get in here? It's in a stall. It's inside the stall, the upgrade.
It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city. Jesus.
So she's the painter. I thought it was the taxi driver. It's not. It's her. But how the hell do I get this upgrade point? Look. What the hell? It's obviously right fucking here, but how do I get it? Look. How do I get it? The whole thing's blocked off. The only thing I can think of is from the other side. I guess we'll find out. Oh, here we go.
Looks climbable.
There's one more. By the way, there's an item here. What didn't I grab? There's something I didn't grab. Look.
Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
Whoa. Beth, I know this encounter will be a lot for you to take in. After all, it's not every day you meet your future self. I'll tell you what you need to keep this all a secret, but I know you won't listen. You'll learn that lesson the hard way. The next few years won't be easy for you. Nobody you know is ever going to understand what you're going through. Those closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you're losing your mind. You're not. You're special. You've been chosen to do something amazing. Know that your struggles will all be worth it in the end because you have a purpose. You're going to save the world. How do I know? I've been through all this before and I'm going to prove it. Below you'll find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It will take time for you to accept this, but eventually you will learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. You will be prepared for what is coming. October 3rd, 2000. Derek Stevenson has been bullying you for months. On October 3rd, you'll push him down the staircase at school. You do everything in your power to resist this, partly to avoid the consequences, partly to prove this book wrong, but the terrible things he will say in that moment will be too much for you to handle. He'll pretend to cry, claim you gave him a concussion, and you'll take all the blame. You'll be transferred to another school. You'll hope things get better. They won't. It's going to be a difficult year. Whenever you feel hopeless, just remember this book. You're special. You have a purpose that they don't. Hold on to that. If it makes you feel better, 16 years from now, Derek will be working at a dollar store. He still lives with his mom. Wow. December 3rd, 2000. Mr. Harstook from next door will pass away. February 3rd, 2001. The kids at school will steal your jacket. Your parents will claim you're hiding it on purpose, so they'll buy you a new one. Look in the bin on the corner of 3rd and Main. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michelle. You'll fight back, but it'll only make things worse. Eventually, you're able to contain your anger, take her aside and say the following to her. I'm sorry about your mom. Then give her a hug. She'll push you away. She'll look incredibly confused and vulnerable. She'll never tease you again. Jesus. April 24th, 2001. Erica, your best friend, will break her arm. Having read this, you'll do everything in your power to prevent it. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. It's the first time you'll truly witness your fate is already determined. It cannot be changed. Erica will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You'll soon discover she isn't the friend you thought she was. Stay strong. You'll find people who respect you for who you are very soon. Jesus Christ, how long is this? April 5th, 2001. You'll take the night bus home. You'll be the only other passenger. There will only be one other passenger on board. A scruffy-looking kid with a black eye. His name's Jack Joyce. Remember his face? He's going to become important down the line. September 11th, 2001. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism. I'm talking about September 11th. Wow. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Centers to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further detail because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you're unable to prevent it, and you will try to prevent it. You'll fail. You'll curse the book for not telling you more. You'll curse yourself for not being able to stop it. It'll take a long time to get over it, but eventually you will use this plan to fuel your path forward. You now felt so much reading. You now felt what it is to be completely unprepared for what's coming. It won't happen again. Next time you'll be ready. This is the event that will finally make you believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You're ready to take on the mission. So what is coming? October 8th, 2016. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to break down. This event will be referred to as a fracture in time. The onset of this event cannot be prevented, but the outcome must be. If the fracture is not stopped, then time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It's your mission. You must stop the fracture. You can pull this off, but to do so, you need to follow some simple instructions. Learn who to trust. Short answer, no one. The less people who know about you, the safer it will be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There's one exception to the rule, and we'll get to that. Know your enemy. Monarch Solutions. They'll try to prevent you from achieving your goal. Learn everything you can about them. You'll know the best way to achieve this when the time is right. Monarch is run by a name named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, then you will risk failing the mission. Learn everything you can about him. Remain hidden. Keep in mind that the best place to hide is often in plain sight. Blend in. Change your appearance frequently. Hair color, clothing, style, everything. Be cautious about drawing attention to yourself. Learn to blend in. Examine those around you. The way they move, speak, laugh. Copy them. Become your surroundings. Train daily. There's a series of skills you'll need to master to truly be prepared. Hand-to-hand combat, Filipino Kali, and Jeet Kune Do. Weapons training, knives, pistols, shotguns, rifles, wilderness survival, compartmentalization, lip reading, face reading. The list is one that you will build as you go. In time, you'll understand what's necessary and what isn't. Don't rush yourself. Start with gymnastics. Study your target, Jack Joyce. He's the one person who can help you in your mission. He's the exception to Rule 1. You can trust him. Learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar. Do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. On October 9, 2016, you'll rescue Jack Joyce. From there, the next steps will reveal themselves. Be patient with him. He's stubborn and reckless and naive, but you can't do this without him, and he has moments. He's much smarter than he seems at first. Don't mistake your grief for stupidity. Study your objective, the countermeasure. This is the device that was built to stop the fracture in time. This is your objective. Find the countermeasure and use it to stop the fracture. Achieve this, and the world will be saved. The device was built by Jack's brother, William Joyce. Any attempt to contact William or find the countermeasure before the onset of the fracture will be in vain. Wait, Jack will show you the way. Retrieving the countermeasure will not be a simple task. It will involve great hardship and sacrifice. When the time comes, you'll be ready for this. When you first read this, it won't make much sense to you. Over time, you'll believe every word, but you'll feel underprepared. You'll wish that I had told you everything. I promise you what is written here is everything you'll need to know in order to get you where you need to be. I know this because I'm already there. Chin up, Toto. You're going to achieve amazing things. You. Good God. Well then. So it's all cyclical. Beth got involved and is involved in all this simply because she told herself to be. Which is kind of weird, of course. Oh, that was all. Everything we just did was completely optional. Alright, we came out the back. Oh! What happened? It's gone. What happened? It was showing the radar, and then the radar disappeared. It's completely gone now. I need to get up there. What the fuck is this? I guess we're about to find out. Look at this shit.